you doing, man?
I'm sending a stick to our daughter so she can upload it for us for the vlogs because it's impossible to do it here. We're just popping around the corner to Daniel's Bay, which is about, 4 or 5 miles around. Saying goodbye to this place. It's a really sweet place to stop. Moving on. Arriving at Daniel's Bay. This is a place where there's the apparently the highest waterfall in the world.
No, third highest.
Sorry, third highest waterfall in the world, but it's not flowing at the moment. So I don't think we're going to bother to hike up there because there's not much to see. Look at this! Wow! Look at that!
There you are. You ripped my leg off.
What are you doing?
I'm modifying the Dorade vent caps.
What's wrong with them?
Nothing's wrong with them. They're beautiful. They're bronze or brass. Brass, I think. And they are absolutely stunning. But the problem is that to undo them, you need this tool. And that goes in like that, and you can turn them. This one's fine. All the others are fine, but this one, for some reason, the holes are too small. So I'm just drilling the holes out so that this little doodaddy can fit in perfectly, which it nearly does. I'm going to go one drill size bigger, and then we're all tickety-boo. So we just drill it out, elongate the whole pad, check for size. Well, that one is like a proverbial. Oh, that's tight. So now I just want to chamfer off the top of these holes by using a bigger drill bit. So just going to go low speed and just touch it, because
it's grass, isn't it?
Any of you that have
look at that.
drilled grass know
Soft.
that it's very soft and it will grab like that. Whoa! And nearly rip your hand off.
There we go, done.
Whoops, so we've tapered them. Now this should just drop straight in like that. Look at that. Because what we do when we're on passage is we take the forward Dorade vents out, put the caps on so that the dinghy can sit flat on the where the vents are. Otherwise it doesn't, it sits proud. So that's what we do, and we're getting ready to leave tomorrow. We've got a 5-day passage coming up, 500 miles down to the Tuamotus.
And which atoll are we going to?
Wherever the wind takes us. There's about, I don't know, 80 odd atolls, and we're just going to go see which one we end up at.
Yeah.
No real plan. I just always like to, when there's no real plan, I like to sail where it's comfortable. So we'll go to wherever it's comfortable. What do you reckon, Wen?
Yeah, I like that plan.
Yeah, we're going to put these on, eh?
Sweet little beach over there. There's one other yacht in the bay. A sailboat in the bay. Very dramatic place. So we're heading into shore.
Camera in your gob.
Yeah, don't fall over. No. We're heading into shore. We're going to try and buy some pomplemousse, and they seem to be a grapefruit type fruit, and they are delicious. They're like a slightly sweet grapefruit. So, yeah, see you on the beach. Wheels are going down. Oh yeah. So it looks like there's a creek coming down into the ocean here. Might be an opportunity for a bit of a rinse. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Now I wonder where your mind's at. In my dreams I pick you up. I just wanna make it right. I know all about your troubles. Wanna drown into
green oranges. Oh yeah, they're good.
And about halfway up on the slope there's a goat.
No.
Yeah.
What do you got there?
Mango ice cream.
Homemade?
Very good.
Delish.
Very good.
What does that remind you of?
Early Beach. Girl Patrick.
So what just happened?
Ice cream.
And the fruit came straight off the trees. Doesn't get fresher than that. Are there any out still?
Yeah. One there. One there. One there.
Ooh,
There's one there.
lots of crabs. Ah, they just popped down so quickly.
Yeah. Luckily I polished the racing stripe yesterday. We've got a boat here next to us and he's bigger than us, but we're staying in front of him just. So it really works when you polish that racing stripe. What do you reckon, Wen?
Oh, this is beautiful. We've got, I think, a beam reach, is that right?
Yeah.
And we've got about 20 knots of breeze. We're tonking along at about 7.
Pretty
We've
good.
done 9 miles and we've just left, so it's lovely.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice out here, lots of birds. It's great.
Can't see much of you, it's sort of a silhouette with the sun behind.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
And it's Anzac Day.
Yes.
We had a big Australian breakfast this morning, cooked by my lovely Wendy, and we've got the flag flying, so we're remembering the fallen.
Yeah. So what's the forecast? It was pretty good, wasn't it?
The forecast is about 15 to 16 knots for the next 2 to 3 days, and easterly, so that'll keep us on this exact same situation all the way pretty well. And I've just done a quick bit of calculation. At this speed we're going to get there in less than 3 days, but it won't happen. We're expecting about 5 days, so we should get there by about Monday, Tuesday.
What date?
Well, today is Anzac Day, the 25th of April, the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, about the 30th of April we should get there on current estimations. But yeah, it's good, sunny, it's a bit too sunny, I've got the sunscreen on already, but can't complain. No fish on the line yet, I've only got one line out, we'll pop another one out a bit later on. And yeah, we've been racing this other boat over there, but that looks like they're heading towards the northern end of the Tuamotus, different heading to us, whereas we're heading towards the middle of the group. Forecast wise, yeah, all looks pretty good, so pretty happy. I'm going to get back into watch routine, which means during the day we keep it pretty loose and we both sort of just watch when we feel like it, but there is always someone on watch. And then I'll have a bit of an afternoon sleep, and then Wendy will have an afternoon sleep, and then we'll get ready for our 3-hour rotations tonight. So 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 3, and 3 to 6, and then it kicks off all over again with breakfast.
It's the 3rd day of our crossing, a little passage from the Marquesas to the Tuamotus, and we've had a few squalls at night. The weather's settled down a bit now, the seas are a bit calmer now. We were going to go to Raroia Atoll, but we were going to arrive in the middle of the night, which is no good, so we've changed our destination and we are now heading for a different atoll. I'll put the name on the screen because I can't remember what it's called. And we did have a reef in the main and no headsail up, but now Magnus has put the headsail up and taken the reef out of the main because we need to make up a bit of time in order to get to the next atoll in the morning. So we've got one more night of sailing and we should arrive tomorrow morning and enter the atoll through the passage when the tides are right. Hopefully that's the plan. So that's where we're at the moment, and I will show you what the seas are doing.
without wind chop, and 106 miles to go. How do I copy that? Over.
Yeah, that's spot on. Roger on that one, and all is good on board. Over.
What's happening?
It's fast.
Woo! Look at it. It's going faster than that. Oh, 500 meters to 20 in about 1 second. Wow! This is surreal. Look at this. We're going to get pushed over to the starboard now, or not, depending on how strong this current is. Reminds me of the Thames.
We've gone from 5 knots to 1 knot.
Oh.
That's pretty scary.
We're not going to make it through. What just happened?
Well, we were doing over 6 knots, and then all of a sudden we were doing 3 knots backwards. So that means there's 9 knots of current. So we're going to wait a while now, see if the current gets less, and then we'll give it another crack in 15 minutes. But it was pretty scary. Pretty wild out there. It doesn't look wild. So that was an interesting exercise. But I gave myself room to pull out. It's the first time we've ever done this. And the guys on the dinghy were going like this, so I'm going, go back out. So, so we're going to sit here now. We're back in about 200 metres of water.
We've got nothing to compare it to.
No, it's our first time.
Thames, just like the Thames.
Yeah, it's a bit like when we turned from the Oxford onto the Thames, and we were a bit surprised.
With the green light.
Yeah, we had nothing to go by.
Have another go.
Yep, it's been an hour.
We can see that they're still tied, but at least this way, if this doesn't work, we can have another go.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's, according to the guesstimator, it is low tide. And it's changed.
Are we past the point of no return now?
Hope so.
I mean, are we in?
2.6 knots, so as fast as we've gone for the last half hour.
Look at that. How beautiful is that? So this weather is going to be here for nearly a week, so we really only had one chance to get in here for safety. Otherwise we were going to have to go to Tahiti.
Well, as you can see, a pretty rare event, I'm wearing a t-shirt while sailing. it's cold. It cooled down last night. We've been heading south continuously now for 4 days, and yeah, it's cooled down a bit. So we left the Marquesas 4 days ago. We had a wonderful sail. We hit a record 170 something miles in a day. We had a wonderful sail. Wendy was a bit crook, but otherwise it was perfect. And we've now made it to the Tuamotus, which is another group of islands in French Polynesia. It's a group of atolls, and it's my first atoll I've ever been to, and Wendy's first. And I've been doing a lot of reading about entering and exiting atolls, and it gets quite hairy. And anyway, we got here last night, just on sundown, and it was too late to do stuff. The holes in the cheese was lining up, and I thought, nah. So we pulled the pin on it, and we sailed 20 miles north, and then turned around at midnight and sailed 20 miles back. Got here about 5 this morning, or to the entry, which is an hour and a half that way. And it was about 13 knots of breeze, calm seas, nice and sunny, and the low tide was at 6:05, so we were supposed to enter this one on an outgoing tide, so about half an hour before we had a go. It was running at about 7 or 8 knots, and this old girl only does 5, so we were going 3 knots backwards into the big steep waves, and I wasn't scared. It was a bit like when we were hitting the Thames off the Oxford that time. It was exciting, and little dinghy came out, and they're going, away, go away. So we turned around and went back and waited another hour and a half or so, and gave it another crack, and this time we managed to get up to a staggering half a knot at full speed. So we were doing 5 to 6 knots. The tide was doing 5.5, so we were going half a knot. But 20 minutes, we got through the pass, and we peeled off to the left and got through. Then the squall started. Straight into 25 knots of wind, rain. It was horrific. These atolls are littered with bommies, with coral heads that rise from 40, 50 metres up to just below the surface. And it's littered with them, like thousands. Of course, you can't see them when it's raining and fully overcast and blowing 25 knots. So thank God for Google Earth. We downloaded some Google Earth of all the atolls and jerry-rigged it in, and it made it all work. MacGyvered it, and we managed to see. We had Mark 1 eyeball out the front, which was Wendy with the eyes on stalks, picking up most of the atoll, most of the reef, and then you had me down the back staring into my iPhone, sort of making sure that we were correlating. And it was so windy. It must have got over 30 knots here for a little bit, and we got here and weaved our way through all the pearl farm lines, like everywhere. How many floats are there, Wen?
Hundreds.
100, literally. I don't usually exaggerate, do I, Wen? There are hundreds. Yeah. I was going to say thousands, but when you said hundreds, I thought I better not exaggerate. If we drop the pick in 10 metres, we're sitting still. We haven't moved since we backed down on the pick. And we've got a boat called Papillon behind us. Must be I was going to say froggy, but I better not say that. Must be a Frenchie. And then we've got a noggy in front of us, a Norwegian, 2 noggies, and I think it might be a 3rd noggy. How about butchers? Yep, 3 in a row. First time I'm allowed to say noggy because I'm Swedish, and we have a love-hate relationship with the Norwegians. So even though they're great people, just in case any of you are Norwegian. So yeah, here we are. 3 noggies and a froggy. And an Aussie. So we're going to wait out. There's a storm coming. That's why we had to get here. Right? There's some friends down 170 miles south of here at the Gambiers, a place called Nengo, reported they were getting 35 to 40 knots. So we made a beeline for here behind this Motu, which is like a little island on the reef. This is just like Gilligan's Island here. It looks like Robinson Crusoe country. We'll show you that later on after a cup of tea. But the adrenaline's starting to go down now. But it was a tense 24 hours since we got here last night to actually dropping the pig. I haven't turned the engine off yet. I just want to make sure we're safe. We're still not moving, or 0.5 of a knot, so we're just moving sideways. We've got 50 metres of anchor chain down. It's a nice sand bottom. I couldn't see any coral. We're holding all right in, now it'd be right. We get here and it's 16 knots of breeze. But we're fairly well protected. You could just about water ski on, you could water ski on this. And yeah, it's pretty good. Wendy's getting a sore hand now, holding the camera still. And I'll get Wendy's opinion. So, action, Wen.
Action, me. My opinion. Well,
look at that island behind me. Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay because I haven't got many words because I'm a bit tired. I've got
What do you mean you had to sleep for 3 hours? 2 hours.
Oh well, okay. Well, for a while there we thought maybe we weren't going to make it into here. We were going to have to pull the pin, and the alternative to pulling the pin was to head 500 miles to Tahiti because this weather thing that's coming in is going to be here for a week with winds up to 35 knots all over the Tuamotus, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we wouldn't have been able to get into any atolls. So I'm really pleased we made it. It was a bit hairy and it was cool.
Wendy's really pleased she made it so she doesn't have to go to Tahiti.
No, I don't want to miss the Tuamotus. I want to see it. I wanted a bit diving.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait for better weather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there was one thing I noticed coming in with the bommies. If you have got lots of wind, you have the advantage of little tiny wave formations on the bommies that are in straight lines, so you can see them with the waves, so that was good. And the sun wasn't shining too brightly, so you didn't get too many reflections, so that was also good. So yeah, we're here now. I'm glad we're here.
Poor Wendy was standing on the front of the boat in
I was soaked.
pouring rain. It was like torrential.
Oh, I could hardly see. I was like, I need windscreen wipers on my sunnies. But anyway, yeah, it was all good. We got there, we got here, we're here. We're
How are the
have
nerves?
some nerves. I wasn't nervous.
How's the adrenaline?
Wasn't super adrenaline. I just wanted to get in. I just wanted to get in. I didn't want to not get in. So we're in. We're safe now, and the weather's coming, and we're in here now. We can't get out, even if we want to.
No,
we're stuck in here for at least, what, 5 days, I think?
Well, yeah, until
maybe 5, 6
the wind
days.
drops below 15 knots again.
So we can centre ourselves again. We've had a few sort of nights of watches, and I'm pretty tired, so I'm looking forward to a full night's sleep. I need more sleep than Magnus. Yeah, but it's good. And yeah.
I've had an hour since yesterday.
Yeah. So see ya.